Hi, this is Foxy Sugarloop, and today I'm going to be talking about a couple different books. I've marked a few passages that I'm going to read out loud to you. This is Transformation of America by Kathy O'Brien. This is signed. I also have her other book, Access Denied for Reasons of National Security by Kathy O'Brien. It's also signed. And PTSD Time to Heal, which is also signed. I have known about this since about 2019, and I was making videos, and then I realized all the stuff about how horrible the government is, and I didn't want to talk. I also have another supporting book. This is How the Illuminati Create an Undetectable Mind-Controlled Slave by Fritz Springmeier. This details the exact methodology that's shown in Transformation of America. Fritz Springmeier is a genius. This information is how they do it, talking about Oz programming, which is mentioned in here. It's talking about satanic ritual abuse. Of course, that's what this whole thing is about. But I'm just going to read a few passages that stick out to me that I think you guys should listen to. Because you can come to one of three conclusions about these books. Either it is completely and totally fake, she's lying, okay? She is just making up all these very explicit sexual things, and she wants the world to think that she was harmed by these people, and she's just making it up, and she doesn't have anything else better to do. Okay, that's one option. I don't think that one's very likely, and if you think that, I think you probably didn't read the book. Number two is she's completely telling the truth. Everything she says in this book is true. And number three is it's truth mixed in with lies, counterintelligence, something like that. I'm asking my heart, and I do believe Kathy. There's too many of these instances for this type of mind control not to be used. She talks about the Freemasonic lodges, the Jesuits, Satanists, Michael Aquino. I think the presidential people who are named in this book are Hillary Clinton, George Bush, Bill Clinton, Gerald Ford, let's see, Robert Byrd, who Biden spoke at his funeral. I know there's more. Dick Cheney is in this book. I have read this book a few times. But right now I just marked a few interesting passages, and I'll discuss it with you. I'll just read it out loud. Okay. See, I put a piece of paper here, so I saw something here. You lost your mind. Wait. Blood and sweat became mixed with the dirt on my body and slid like mud down my legs and my shoulders. I throbbed with exhaustion and pain as I stood, unable to think, to answer the question. Make up your mind, Cheney coaxed. Unable to speak, I remained silent. You don't get a choice anyway. I make up your mind for you. That's why you're here. For me to make up your mind and make you mind, so mind, so this is the mind control tactic. You lost your mind a long time ago. Now I'm going to give you one. Just like the Wizard of Oz gave the Scarecrow a brain, the yellow brick road led you here. You've come a long, long way for your brain, and I will give you one. So that's referring to Dick Cheney participating in mind control, which I think she was a little girl in this one. This one is My First President. I'm not sure how old she was. But they traumatize people through sexual abuse, and you become DID, you get dissociative identity disorder, or also called multiple personality disorder. Um, you you develop a photographic memory. So it's talking right here how she, um, she got A's just because she could see things, just memorize what was going on in school. Interesting. So let's see what this next one I marked says. I think. Okay. So keep in mind with the NLC's Caribbean operation, Byrd, as in Robert Byrd, adjusted, who is a neo-Nazi, or a Nazi, you could just say, adjusted his use of programming themes to include mirror reversal, interdimensional, air-water mind control themes used on NASA and the Jesuits. I often saw dolphins playing in the ocean while being transported from port to port via cruise ships. But the popular whales and dolphin mind control theme, that of the seabird, Robert C. Byrd, as he told me. Atlantis has long been the epicenter of alien activity. The path is so well worn that there are holes in the fabric of time and space whereby airplanes and ships, even people timelessly, seemingly disappear, transformed into another dimension alien to this world. Likewise, we aliens came in, entering through the mere reflection of a hole in the fabric of space, a deep blue sea. Some of us entered the Earth's plane as whales and dolphins, and when we emerged from the sea, some of us came flying out, or is that in? At any rate, we are here. Watch for the flying fish when you're out to sea. When you see one, you will know it is kin to me. A flying fish by any other name is a sea bird. He says his name. A seabird. Robert C. Byrd. I just thought that was an interesting passage. This book is horrific to read. And I actually used to be very interested in music. Actually, before I read this book. And then it means something to me, but it doesn't mean that much to me. Here's going into CIA operative Jimmy Buffett. I'm just reading the more interesting passages. Oh, this is the one I wanted to read. Cox was ordered out of Johnson's office. He turned his full attention to me. When alone with Senator Johnson, manipulated my mind and ultimately my beliefs and perceptions for future programming. He referred a picture of himself shaking hands with an unknown Navy brass as he dramatically told me. I was there that fateful day in 1943 when a hole was ripped in the fabric of time through what later became known as the Philadelphia Experiment, and I've read some things on the Philadelphia Experiment. All those fine boys vanished, along with the ships, in a bizarre twist of events that parallels the Atlantis disappearances. A vortex was created in an effort to slip dimensions and become invisible to the enemy. It was a success beyond the highest expectations and launched us all into universal travel. It's no wonder at all that we have had a man on the moon. It's no wonder at all that we've had a man on the moon. Traveling to distant planets and galaxies is Mickey Mouse stuff when in comparison to the high-tech wizardry of transdimensional travel. Transdimensional travel circumvents all measures of time, including distance and speed. When the fabric of time was torn, we opened ourselves up to intergalactic travel, both in and out of this dimension, and in and out of the future, as well as the past. We can alter the course of history by traveling back in time to alter events. We can blast off to the future and gain wisdom and knowledge of events yet to come. We can control the future by controlling the past. At the present, This is a relatively easy task according to the theory of relativity and the abilities gained through the Philadelphia experiment. I came back as an ET, extraterrestrial, myself. And our ships returned to Earth as a spaceship. I gained the keys to the universe on that fateful day, and I carry them with me now, sharing only a key or two at the time of those who are chosen with a capital C. You are a chosen one. Johnston was deliberately interfacing with the right remain silent conditioning. This is a Jesuit conditioning. You therefore must learn the ins and outs of interplanetary travel. Your mission is transdimensional. You can span infinite dimensions by learning from me. Take it from me. You're going places, kid. And I'll teach you to get there by riding the light. I'll teach you the groundwork. And you do light work. The key to the universe lies in the speed of light. And only way to travel a beam of light. You will learn to go to the light. Your mission is to learn how to tinker, capital T, with time, like Tinkerbell. I'm going to take you on a journey myself. Come with me now. It is time. We are leaving this plane and boarding another. Now, we don't know if what he's saying is referring to something actually going on with the Philadelphia experiment, or if he's just saying this for a mind control program. In the things before, just on the page before, it's just talking about Satanism, occult trauma, Peter Pan themed programming. This could just be alien themed programming, or it actually could have to do with the ETs. I personally believe ETs absolutely exist. I mean, I've seen time travel technology. I'm so sick of people just... No, it's just their own willful ignorance, really. It has ignorance. Ignorance is evil. You know, just read through this book. I'm not going to be reading the more sexually explicit ones. I'm just reading the more interesting passages. But this is happening to too many people. Way too many people. There are too many testimonies for them all to be making it up. It is absolute bullshit if you just ignore this information. Thank you very much. I thought just telling my friends and family was going to create the 100th monkey effect where people start snapping out of it and realizing it. I was absolutely wrong. That is why I am here telling you now, despite me being deeply afraid of being on the internet. So, continuing. So this is Chapter 12, Operation Carrier Pigeon. I'm just going to be... She's talking about Philip Habib and some sexual abuse that happened, and he started saying this really weird poem to her that I'm going to read to you. Okay, so... I removed the silver metallic bow and the wrappings from the box and found an expensive, elegant dress made of unusual, shimmery silver fabric. A sheet of plain white stationery written in Philip Habib's recognizable shaded blue script lay on the dress. It read, "The heat you radiated when we last met melted my mirror. I had made it into a dress just for you. Cut to accentuate your figure so that when you melt into it, you lose yourself in the pool of the liquid mirror. Step into the looking glass, sink deep within a pool, and straddle dimensions in time. I'll see you there along with my friends." They talk about how she put on this dress. "Put on it and I'll zip you in it," Houston said as he took another note from his wallet and read it as I undressed. "There are a pair of magic shoes to wear with your dress. Something in lightning," and that's like lightning, spelled like that, "to transport you faster than the ruby old slippers, Oz. The shoes, like the dress, are made just for you, and when you wear them, you will be fit for a king. I'll send you them at the appropriate time." Then it continues talking about how she was given ecstasy, she was brutally abused sexually, and her daughter. The ecstasy had Alice in Wonderland programming. They called them Wonderland wafers. She said, there was another note. It said, "Something in lightning transports you faster than the ruby old slippers. Click your heels together," I obeyed. and be there in a snap, electrifying, with a rumble of thunder bolting through time, so you won't be late for the very important date. He had a next note. Melt into your melted mirror for an electrifying ride. Look deep into the black of my melting mirror eyes. See you reflecting me, reflecting you, reflecting me, you, me. We melt together and sink deep into the other side. I have no idea what this means. Do you? I don't understand it. This is confusing. This is talking about the Bohemian Grove, and if you haven't seen that video, I don't necessarily trust Alex Jones. I don't know what he's doing, but to his credit, he did film the Bohemian Grove. She's talking about how she overheard conversations of them implementing the New World Order, and if you don't believe in the New World Order, I would suggest you simply look at a dollar bill. Why does it say New World Order in Latin if there's nothing to it at all? Please, look away. Don't think about this. Think about something else. Bohemian Grove is reportedly intended to be used recreationally, providing a supposedly secure environment for politically affluent individuals to party without restraint. A lot of this has to do with ritualistic trauma. I can only imagine how confusing this is. It looks like there's some sort of weird dots in here. This book is pretty incredible if you haven't read it.